I Deepthi welcome you to this audio presentation on phase lock loop. The guiding faculty is Dr. Balamurugan, Associate Professor from Tyagaraja College of Engineering, Madurai. So these are the contents that we are going to see in brief in this presentation. What is PLL? The PLL is nothing but phase lock loop. A phase lock loop is a control system that generates an output signal whose phase is related to the phase of an input signal. There are several different types. The simplest is an electronic circuit consisting of a variable frequency oscillator and a phase detector in a feedback loop. A phase lock loop is one of the vital blocks in linear systems. It is used in various fields such as communication system, for example as in radar, satellites, FMs, etc. The functional blocks of PLL. It mainly consists of the three blocks. 1. The phase detector. 2. The low pass filter. 3. The voltage control oscillator, otherwise called a VCO. The picture given here is the block diagram of PLL, where the frequency signal input is given to the phase detector. The output of the phase detector is applied as an input of the low pass filter. Similarly, the output of the low pass filter is applied to an input of the VCO, where we get the desired signal required. The working of the PLL starts with the phase detector. A phase detector is basically a comparator that compares the input frequency with feedback frequency. Comparing the input frequency and output frequency, it provides an error signal, which is basically a DC voltage. The loop is locked when these two signals are of the same frequency and have a fixed phase difference. The phase detector is a multiplier and it produces two frequency components at its outputs. 1. The sum of the frequency of the Fn and Fout and the difference of the frequency in Fn and Fout. Basically, the phase detector works as an XOR gate. Low pass filter. A low pass filter is basically used to remove high frequency components and noise from the output of the phase detector. The low pass filter provides a steady DC level voltage which becomes the input of the VCO. Voltage controlled oscillator. The voltage controlled oscillator generates frequency controlled by the input voltage. The DC level output of the low pass filter is applied as control signal to the voltage controlled oscillator. The VCO produces a signal having a certain frequency when there is no input applied to it. This frequency can be shifted to either side by applying a DC voltage. Therefore, the frequency deviation is directly proportional to the DC voltage present at the output of the low pass filter. The VCO frequency is adjusted till it becomes equal to the frequency of the input signal. During this adjustment, the PLL goes through three stages. The three stages of PLL operation includes free running stage, capture stage, phase lock stage. Initially, the PLL operates in free running stage when there is no input is applied to it. When an input signal having some frequency is applied to PLL, then the output signal frequency of the VCO will start changing. At this stage, the PLL is said to be operating in the capture mode. The output signal frequency of the VCO will change continuously until it is equal to the input signal frequency. Now, the PLL is said to be operating in the phase lock. Applications. There are various applications of phase lock loop. For example, here to demodulate frequency, in radio transmitters. A PLL is also used to synthesize new frequency, which are a multiple of reference frequency. The demodulation of both FM and AM signals, recovery of small signals that otherwise would be lost in noise, used for synchronization process in space communication for coherent demodulation. IC565. IC565 is the most commonly used phase lock loop IC. It is a dual pin inline package. The pin diagram of the ICC is given in the right, and the purpose of each pin is self-explanatory from the diagram. Out of 14 pins, only 10 pins, which are pin number 1 to 9, are utilized for the operation of the PLL. So the remaining 4 pins are labeled with NC, that is no connection. The VCO as output at pin number 4, and when the pin number 2 and 3 are grounded. So mathematically, we can write the output frequency to be as 0.25 by RC into VC, where RB into CV, where RB is external resistor and CV is a external capacitor connected to pin number 8 and 9 respectively. The IC565 is basically used in application such as in PL demodulation and signal frequency divider or multiplier. The device is specifically designed highly linear VCO for a low distortion FM modulation. The device, being cheap, can be used in applications where the cost is considered. I hope that this presentation gave you a brief about the phase lock loop, and hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.